Welcome to Entertainment Weekly's Comic-Con Suite. I'm Sam Heifel, and I am joined by two of the cast and the creator of Teen Wolf, the movie. Also Teen Wolf, but we're here to talk about Teen Wolf, the movie.
Yes.
Okay, Jeff, I want to start because I remember even back when Teen Wolf was ending, we were already talking about, like, I want to say a podcast. There were, like, other iterations of the story. Yeah.
There was a podcast.
There was a podcast that was maybe happening. So Teen Wolf Living On was kind of, like, always a discussion, I feel like.
Yes.
How did this particular, like, this movie, this iteration come about for you?
Well, it was really Chris McCarthy at MTV. He wanted to bring it back. And he did the sort of unthinkable, which was get MTV and MGM aligned. And he made it happen. And I had a deal with Paramount Plus, and they said, we're going to do a Teen Wolf movie. And I said, with me?
What if they were like, no?
And they're like, yes. And they actually asked me, do you want to write it? And I said, or do you want to shepherd it? And I thought about someone else writing Teen Wolf, the movie, and I was like, no, I'm writing it. Yeah. So we all got in.
None of us would have done it if somebody else wrote it.
Yeah, it would have been weird. Definitely would have been
It would have been strange. Yeah. So it was sort of all coming together, and getting pretty much all the cast back was exciting to me, and revisiting the characters.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
Ditto. So ditto.
Well, what can you tell us about, like, what's actually happening in this movie?
You'll know a lot more when the trailer is released this
Yes,
afternoon.
very soon.
Ooh.
So you will see. I'll give a little tease of that. Yeah. It's Comic-Con. We got to show something.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But these two are back in a big way, and we get to see them in their lives later. I can tell you that it's a jump in time ahead.
Okay.
So we actually see an older Scott McCall. Scott McCall is now older than Tyler Posey.
Right.
Oh.
And I've always been older than Scott McCall.
That's weird.
It's
Is
very
that weird
weird.
for you?
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's nice, you know?
You have to, like, up the maturity a
Yeah,
little
I've
bit?
always played like a teenager my entire life, so now it's nice to play a 30-plus-year-old, you know?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, how has Scott changed since we last saw him, aside from just age?
Oh, man, I think Beacon Hills royally messed him up. And I think
Sure.
everybody else that was living there,
Yeah.
except for Peter Hale. I think he thrives in